So you want to do woodworking and you want to build out a shop? Watch this before you buy anything. Okay, so before you go out and buy a bunch of tools and start cutting, you gotta buy some safety equipment. The first is all your first aid essentials: bandages, things to stop bleeding. This is a tourniquet. I have a couple of them laying around the shop. Hopefully I never need it, but in case I do, I'll have it. I even have a fire blanket. In case the fire starts out, you're dealing with different finishes and chemicals, you're dealing with electrical equipment, so you're dealing with wood that's flammable, so I got that blanket just in case. The next thing is eyewear, protective eyewear. A lot of people don't think about it, but I've seen the disc from grinders split and hit people in the eye. Luckily they had safety goggles, but you have to have eye protection. There's a couple different options. You can get these. They don't fit over my glasses, so I don't really like them, but when my kids are out helping me, they definitely are wearing these. These look like ski goggles, but they fit over your glasses and fit really snug. They're a little bit big, but all in all, I'd rather have something protecting as much of my vision as possible. My glasses, you might see me do some things with my glasses, but still I get dust around the edges, so I just got these and I'm gonna start wearing those rather than just my glasses. Ear protection. Now I'm deaf in one ear, so I joked with my wife I don't need ear protection, but really I do, because I don't want to learn sign language at my age. But they make all kinds of ear protection. They make the little spongy ones that you scrunch up and put in your ears. Those are fine. These are actually shooting. I like to go to the gun range, and I had an extra pair. So these are actually older ones that you can hook up to a device. It has a plug for a cable. You can hook up to an older device or an MP3 player maybe. But I just use them for woodworking. Next are push sticks. Push sticks are really important. You can get these plastic ones. They're all a little bit different in I would say quality. I've seen them split. I like when people make wood push sticks. Those are really nice. But essentially what you want to do is be able to put pressure on top of the wood and push it along. So I like to have whatever I'm using as a push stick, whether it's plastic or wood, I'm gonna have this piece of it pretty consistent, where you have a 90-degree angle and you can just set that right on the wood and put pressure down as you're pushing it through. The other are these really helpful little guys. Now these are very basic ones, but they help you push through any type of device that you're using, whether it's a table saw, not really a planer, but a jointer, definitely. But these help put pressure as you're pushing it through. Really, really good. They make some others that you can set, and I actually have one. Well, I have two of those here, and it has different components that you can adjust. So if you're dealing with wood that's high, or you want the blade to go somewhere here, there's all kinds of adjustments, but these are really, really really invaluable. Much better than these, but these will do if that's all you have. Next thing is respiratory protection. All this fine dust gets in the air and you breathe it in. That is not good for your lungs. It's not good for your long-term health. So you really need to invest in a nice mask. These have replaceable filters, but really what you're looking for is something that can keep out the wood particles, dust particles. You might be cutting manufactured wood like an MDF that has chemicals and glue in it, and that's definitely not good for your lungs. Even if you have a dust collector, which I don't, but even if you have a dust collector, these you should really wear these, and I should really wear mine a lot more than I do. And main reason why I'm doing this video is to hold myself accountable for using all these safety items. I don't always take all the precaution I need, so I definitely need to get better at it. Another little side thing, it's not really a safety item, but I like this leather apron. And if you ever get kickback from any tool that you're using, especially a table saw, that wood, if you're not ready for it, it could hit you anywhere. And if you're not wearing this, if you're just wearing a thin t-shirt, it's going to do a lot more damage than wearing a leather apron. A leather apron's not going to keep you from getting hurt necessarily, but it'll add a layer of protection. So definitely recommend one of these when you can. I don't use it all the time. My tools tend to fall out. But as far as protection, if I'm doing a lot on the table saw, I'll definitely have this on. As always, if you found this useful, give me a like and subscribe. Otherwise, none of this is really brain science, but it is very important that you take it into consideration. You might think you're good enough and you're smart enough and you take precautions where you're not going to get hurt. But I've seen videos and people get hurt all the time, and if they didn't have their protection on or using it, like these goggles, they could have been blind, or they could have had, you know, a finger or an arm chopped off or whatever. So just really take this under consideration. I couldn't stress this enough if you're a new woodworker. Thanks, and as always, see you next time.